So I was planning on filming this video when I had like better lighting or when I like looked more put together, but we're just gonna go with this because a lot of you guys have been really wanting tutorials lately, so I hope this video helps you. Basically, I've been getting a lot of requests after putting out recent tutorials and like on Instagram and on YouTube for other tutorials of mostly Rumor Noel stuff and a couple other choreographies. So I thought that since okay, so I'm editing this and it literally looks like I'm just not wearing anything underneath this jacket. So I'm wearing a bandeau top, just so you know. Realistically, I probably won't be able to get to all of them. I put together a video showing you how you can learn it yourself and you don't even need me. So I'll still make tutorials and I'll still, because it just makes the process easier. So I'll still make tutorials and stuff, but this just helps if I don't get to a choreography that you really want to learn. I'll tell you exactly how I do it. So I've broken it down into a couple steps. The first step is to find the dance you want to learn and take a video of it. So whether this means screen recording it or taking another camera, phone, and filming the video on the phone, you need a video of it. So those are two ways you can do it. I usually screen record because my phone can do that, and I'll show you how to do it right now. So basically you go to settings, go to the control center, and go to customize controls, and you toggle the screen recording on. So once you have that, you can, wherever you found the video, whether it's on like Instagram or YouTube, you just swipe up and you start filming it, and then you have your video. I'm pretty sure a lot of phones can do this, but if your phone can't, like I said, you can always film the screen. Basically, you just need a video of the dance you want to learn. So once you have this video, the second step is to put it in slow motion and mirror the image. And this will just make it a lot easier for you to learn. It's what I do every single time. And basically how you do that is, I usually use iMovie because it's on my computer, but I'm pretty sure almost any video editing software can do this. So I'll show you on the screen here, but basically you take your file of the video and put it in there and go to the filter and flip it. Then you go to the little time clock thing, or like the stopwatch or something. And I recommend 0.5 speed to start. If you find that's too easy, you can go to 0.75 or anywhere in between. If it's too hard, you can go to 0.25 speed. So the reason you're flipping the image is because it makes it a lot easier for you to learn. Like that's how all my tutorials go. I mirror it first, so you can just follow my rights and lefts and you don't get all confused. And the reason you're putting in slow motion is pretty obvious. It's a lot easier to learn that way. Because you can see every move more clearly. So I should mention that when you're choosing your choreography, you want to pick a good, clean, clear version of the dance because that'll make it so much easier for you. And this is a skill, so the more you do this, the better you'll get at picking it up just by looking at it. But to start out, pick a clean, clear dance. Like the choreographer's version will usually be pretty clean. Some of the dancers like to put their own spin on it, so that might be a little more difficult, but most of the time it's still pretty good. Really, anything will work. I just recommend starting with an easy choreography, or at least a choreography where the motions are super clear. Let's see. So that's the second step, and the third step would be to learn it. There's a few tips I have for how I go about it, and that is first breaking it up into sections. So I usually do sections of 4 because that's easiest for me, and I'll put it on the biggest screen I have. If that's your phone, that's fine. If that's your computer, that might work better, but put this video that you just edited on the biggest screen you have and start learning it. So that's usually just looking at it and mirroring the motions. And the music's going to be all distorted because it's in slow motion. So after you finish learning a section, go back to the regular paced video, because this way you'll just be able to hit the beats more accurately, you'll learn the dance more accurately. And it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be really close the better you get at this. So yeah, once you've broken it up into sections, you want to basically just learn each individual section. That was my first tip, break it up. My second tip, look at other dancers. If there are other dancers in that group or in a different clip of the video, watch how they interpret it, because that I got cut off here, but what I wanted to say was that will help you see a different interpretation, and that'll kind of give you a new direction to take the choreography in if you're stuck. So another general thing is to be patient. This will definitely take longer than learning it from just a tutorial where someone's breaking it down for you. You'll have to interpret things yourself, put your own spin on it, you know, that's what makes it fun. And yeah, so be patient. It takes me like a couple days to pick it up and like put it up to full speed before I can make a tutorial for you guys. So, and I'm sure some people, like, you can see people out there who will literally be able to watch it and like do it like 5 minutes later. So you'll get better at this. Practice it, and like Rumor Noelle's choreographies, especially, which is what a lot of you have been asking for, are they're pretty clean for the most part. She doesn't do anything like crazy. They're really like cute and fun, and I love them. So that's a good place to start. But really start with one that like you like. Don't start with like some random one. Like start with the choreography that you're like, wow, I've been wanting to learn this since I was like 5, maybe like High School Musical dance or something like that, you know? But start with one you're like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to learn this and I'm motivated to stick to it. So yeah. I'm sorry this video is like kind of random and like all over the place. I hope it made sense, but this is just to like help you guys figure this out on your own and figure out how to learn all these choreographies you want to learn on your own. Wow, I don't know how to make an outro. I usually will just be like, oh shit, the camera cut me off.